It's a vibe on Lava Lounge 93.3.
We have some of the cast from Gang in Lagos in the studio. I've got yhemole and Tayo Fani right here as well. Good to have you guys in the studio. Yhemole has been around for a minute though. I don't know. It feels like. How are you? How are you doing?
I'm fine.
How was your night? Because I don't know. You came here like. I don't know, you were tired.
Yeah, I do that life now. So.
Yeah. So you've not had enough sleep.
Exactly.
Well, it's the hustle. But you'll be fine. You'll be fine. I'm sure you're used to it. Hi, Taya. Good to have you.
Good to be here.
Definitely good to be speaking to you.
Yeah.
So, of course, we're going to talk about Gang of Lagos and everything else. So, both of you are like the representative for the crew today.
Yeah.
Right. So, this is a movie a lot of people have been talking about. Like, it's getting so much buzz. And I think most of the things that people are talking about is the fact that every character, brought their A game, right? A lot of people are commenting the cinematography as well. And I think I've seen mostly like really good reviews. But of course, before I get into your characters as well, what were like the crew as a production? What were you guys trying to achieve? What was the essence of Gang of Lagos?
All right. So, hi everyone. My name is Tayo Fani. Nino Luo of Isaleko. Well, in Gangs of Lagos story, not real life.
Yeah.
So, the reason what we're trying to preach, in Gangs of Lagos is that there are so many people on the streets who have become, what they have become, like gang members or maybe like street kids and stuff like that. But if they had it better, they were once kids who had dreams, who wanted to, become a Wole Soyinka or Chimamanda, like they wanted to become presidents and all that. But because of what life threw at them, that was the reason why their path went the way it did. So which means don't just judge these people. There are people who also can be better, if things were better.
Oh, okay.
Exactly. I feel like we're just trying to portray the fact that the people on the streets actually have proper life like every other person out there.
Yeah.
Like they fall in love, they have family problems, they have brotherhood problems going on. So it was just a proper interpretation of what is really happening
in the streets.
Yeah.
Well said. So I mean, two of you are people who we haven't seen in so many roles. So it was quite exciting. Of course, before the movie came out, we've seen pictures. I think I've seen Yhemole post quite a number of times. So I was definitely curious to see what was gonna, come off the movie, definitely. But then, how did you get the role? I'm going to start with Yhemole. How did you get the role? Did you have to audition? Did Jade get in touch with you? What was it?
I think the last time I did audition has to be like 4 years ago or so.
Oh, really?
So the role actually came to me, and I got a text on IG from the producer, director, Jade, and she was like, "Hi, Yemi, I've been on your page for about a year, and I like what you do. I think I have a role for you in my upcoming movie." And I was like, wow, did you message the wrong person? I'm like, I've not been in the movie scene for like 2 years. More. So I just felt like she said when she was writing the movie, she was like, this is what I see in this particular role. So,
but what made you? Because you could have rejected it. What made you take the role?
The
role of Muri. Is it Muni or Muri?
Muri
Toronto. By the way.
I just felt like for her to have actually reached out to me, there was probably nobody else she wanted for that role. So
maybe she just saw that you were perfect.
Exactly, and I took up the challenge, and I mean, here we are.
Now you delivered.
Exactly.
What about you? How did you get the role? What made you take the role?
All right, so I got a DM from the director, superstar director Jade Oshiberu. So I was on vacation, sometimes about 2 years ago, and I just got a DM from her because I had just released a TV film of mine. Man Like Jimmy. I don't know if I can talk about it, right?
No, you feel
so
great.
that was the title. So I featured 2 other actors, from Nollywood, that I think she had just worked with some of them around that same period too. So she definitely follows them. So I think when we were promoting my film, then she saw that trailer, and then it reminded her of me from Big Brother days and all that. And she just said, Tayo, I've been your fan since Big Brother. Great, congratulations on your film. I can't wait to see it. Meanwhile, there's this role that I think you will be perfect for. And that was when I knew that I'm back.
He says he's back. But what was it about your character, Nino, and of course, Muri? I keep saying Muri Toronto that you loved. What was it about that character that you loved so much?
For the first time in my life, I was expected to play the role of a very, very chilled person.
Yeah.
You know, quiet, doesn't talk.
So in reality, you're the opposite.
Yeah, I'm a vibe guy. You get what I mean? So when she said, you're going to be the coolest of the gang, you know, only God knows what brought me into that gang. But it was just really, I was just that quiet guy that doesn't say to my mom, just go like a sniper, like just, you know, you just want him to like act when he really wants to act. Do you understand? So, and a couple of times I kept saying, she said, no, Muri, from your outfit, you can tell that you're a completely different person from every other person in the gang. I mean, I was having boot cuts, turtlenecks, you know, jewelries on. You understand? I mean, I was on steez throughout, basically. So it was really cool, and I mean, it was an amazing experience. Exactly, I did.
Okay, what about Nino? What did you love about Nino?
All right, so when I received the synopsis for Gangs of Lagos, and then I saw the pictures of the main characters, and I saw my picture there. And that was when I realized that, you know, this is a big task for me, and I cannot let it down. And in the story, in the beginning, was Nino, right?
Yeah.
And I knew that if I could bore the audience or the viewers, they would curse me for life, you know. And this is an opportunity.
Being a Big Brother contestant.
You get what I'm saying? And this is an opportunity for me to prove that I have something, you know? So the guy is too cool, all right? He's cool, he's loving, he's giving. He commands a lot of respect, even fear. He doesn't have to force it, you know? He's a person that, you know, a philanthropist. He loved people around him. And that was actually where the story started from. The template of that idea to say you can be on the street and be better started from him, from wanting to change Obalola's life, Gift and Ife's life. You understand what I'm saying? So I realized the responsibility, and I knew that God help me, I just want to give my best, and I'm happy, you know, for the love and all the blessings that is coming to my life because of Nino.
Well said. Of course, before I ask what you loved about the character, without giving too much about the movie, for those who haven't seen it, walk us through your character, Muri Toronto.
What?
Walk us through your character. Like, what was your character like in the movie?
It was just more like, you know, like I said before, the calmest guy and the gang. You understand? So I had a couple of outfits that I was representing the Muri Toronto of the Gang of Lagos. So it had to do with me doing more of the bootcut outfits, doing more of the turtlenecks.
Just being the cool guy.
Exactly, staying in character at all times. You know, just basically watching, making sure that my jewelry is on stake, my hair. You know, I was just, for like 3 months, I was just the Muri Toronto. You know, it was so bad that even if I'm not on set, if I'm at home,
you would be
I'm still in that Muri kind of zone. You understand? So when I want to go to club sometimes, I find myself still dressing in that Muri
vibe. I get it.
So,
I get it.
Yeah,
I get
that's
it.
Pretty much it.
But let's get into more of, you know, the experience itself while you were, you know, making this movie. What was the most challenging thing about bringing the script to life?
To be honest, shooting that movie was really, really tasking for me because first off, I told you I'm
nightlife.
Exactly. So, bro,
were you guys shooting a lot at night?
Exactly. About 4 or 5 times I was leaving from set to work. There wasn't a particular day I couldn't go because my house is not a lot far, but a little bit far. So I couldn't go home to change. Bro, I was on that same dirt from the singing. I just put in one cup and I went to work like that.
I know.
You understand? Then after that, I had to come back again for a shoot. We had a shoot. We had to shoot for 6 a.m. I think Jadi wanted sunset or sunrise. I don't know what she wanted. So I had to leave the club 5 a.m. exactly. I came back, bro. Did
you ever get to the scenes like drunk or something? Did that ever happen?
No. I can't take, if you take alcohol, I'll miss this.
Yeah.
Bro, I could just mess up for this thing. So I was really, disciplining myself, going to work, no alcohol, at the same time, trying to manage my sleep. I mean, it was really challenging. I'm just really grateful for the fact that at some point I thought the movie was not going to come out again because for like 2 years.
Forever.
Because Jadi, I think, dropped about 2 or 3 movies after we had shot that one. Yeah. Brotherhood came after we had shot. So when she told me it was time to let's kick off, I'm like, all right, let's get to it. And I mean, it was really amazing.
Yeah. What about Tyre? What was the most challenging thing?
All right, so my dad was a disciplinarian. I've always lived my life conquering challenges. I've always gotten it the hard way. So when something comes, even something as simple as tattoos, right? I don't like pains, but because I love the art, I can't wait to see the end point of that thing. That is where I put my mind at. So for me in film, no matter how big the challenges are, I'm not scared. I'm thinking of today. I'm thinking of how people will consume it, and I was so prepared. We were shooting for more than 2 months. Yeah. Sometimes in the middle of the night, wherever I am, I'm not a stand-up comedian, but everyone on set will tell you will laugh throughout. As long as you're working with me, you're laughing. And whether you're a runner or a mic sound guy or whatever, everyone is my friend. So I'm drawing from people's energies. So what I know that it may be hard for any other director to get that Jadi has is that she is spiritual. Everyone that she picked, for this project worked for her good. I never saw Jadi lost her temper. I never saw her shout, although we have Lala Akindoju on the side who does the rough work and all that. But Jadi commands respect. Everyone was on their toes just because they want to please this person. And things were just going smoothly, So I didn't see anything as a challenge. I was just doing it. I was having fun because I just wanted to be a part of this greatness that Gangs of Lagos is.
And I must say, because I did see a lot of you guys, because I didn't know what it was about Jadi. I've never met Jadi before. But then one thing I noticed that was different was the accolades that Jadi was getting. So I'm sort of curious, what is so unique about her? Also, what was unique about the production? Because so many praises from Adesola to Toby to yhemole to you just talked about her.
Yeah. When we were done shooting, we were all emotional. That we were going to depart, because Jadi and Lala, they set up an atmosphere filled with love and respect. They were so respectful. Everyone on set, too much respect, when we meet ourselves, it's lively and all that. So it was just a God orchestrated project. It came through a prophetess, Jadi, you get what I'm saying? I see women differently now.
Because of Jadi.
Knowing Jadi, Lala, and, people you get what I'm saying,
How about yhemole? What are your thoughts on that?
I'm not trying to sweet talk, but to be honest, I don't think I've ever worked with anybody like Jadi before. I've been on movie roles and I see how movie producers, directors, how some of them act. For example, if you're not someone in the major spotlight in the acting industry before, there's a certain energy they give you. Bro, the least person that was even doing Waka Pass, Jadi gives so much respect. She doesn't undermine anybody. The way she believes in the character.
Yeah.
So I can't I'm not trying to I have my strength. I have where my other
strength
careers that you understand. But I feel like she gave me a challenge that nobody else would have. She knew how much she was putting in the production, and she literally told me, "I've not really watched you in a movie yet, but I've seen you on social media do your thing." Yeah. So she just feel like it's something I could put through. She wasn't really caring if I'm gonna deliver, but she knows that bro is gonna do it, and that's how if you see most of the cast on Gang of Lagos are not the regular cast you see every now and then. Bro, most of us were, basically picked because of our, our instinct and how spiritual she can be. like what Nino said, when she was spiritual with the casting. I mean, so look at the likes of Kazim, bro. That's to tell you that she really knows exactly what she wanted. So I can't lie. I mean, if you see every one of us giving our credit to Jadi, she deserves every one of it and even more.
So, there was a scene that I was shirtless, right? And I had not been working out, And when it got to that part, I had already asked the wardrobe guys to get me a singlet. You know, that old school one with nets. They've given it to me. I put it on. I got on set and Jadi was like, Tyre, take it off. And then I was like, I've not been working out. What I want to show off is... She was like, but you are Nino. Jadi did not have to do too much. All she did was that, I believe in you. You're cool. You have it. And, everything was just flowing. Everyone's acting. There's nobody that you can rate below 10. Look at Pasuma. You get what I'm saying, man? Look at Zlatan. People were just not making cameos. People were, like in a different, you feel me?
Yeah. I think another thing that was refreshing to see was, for instance, I've always envisioned Adesuwa to be like the pretty face, and then she comes as a tomboy. There's Toby Bakre. So every character delivered, and it was the fact that it wasn't what we expected, from them. But aside your characters, as Nino, as Muri Toronto, which other character blew you away on the show?
To be honest, Kazim is one of my favorites.
One of your favorites.
You understand?
That's Rotimi Fakumi.
Exactly. Compared to that, I've never seen him before in a movie. And it was somebody that while watching him, it didn't seem like I was on the movie. It was like I was watching like a superstar. Like I'm not in the movie. It was giving me like a vibe I've never seen before. Like he owned the character so much that you could see. It was like, it was giving like that is the way is the Kazim of the real life. You see, it wasn't seeming like a movie. It was like that how this guy is in a normal day. And to be honest, not because Nino is here, because I was only reading my part of the script anyway, because I didn't even know he started the whole movie. Like, while we were watching the movie, like the first 20 minutes or 25 minutes was all about Nino.
Yeah.
Bro, that could have made the movie or mad the movie.
Yeah.
Do you understand? So watching one particular person scene to scene for about 25 minutes, he has to deliver. And to be honest, bro, Nino,
he killed it.
And I mean,
thank you, bro.
As a matter of fact, everybody did. Look at Adesuwa, look at Funke, Terry Boo, my guy, Black Kamaru. Everybody delivered.
Yeah.
Every one of us.
Yeah.
Goldfish.
Ooh, welcome. My soldier. Bro. Thank you, bro. Thank you so much, man. Thank you. I'm honored, man.
So how about you? What actor do you like?
Definitely Obalola,
Okay.
Because Obalola, the little Malik of Ikorodu boys, was
Obalola, that's Toby.
Yeah.
Was my son for real on set. I mean, our bond was so strong, and we'll just be playing until we get on set again. We'll be playing until we get on set again. So, and in the story, because he is Nino's son, so there was already that passion. So even when I was watching the film eventually, and I saw Malik grow up into Toby, I was still seeing Obalola. I was still saying that, okay, my son grew. And so there's that. Toby also will say, about me, Gen Z will be, man. But, but you feel me, so there's that. And another person is Kazim that he mentioned.
Yeah.
When I went for reading, like script reading, so we were reading together. The first time I met this guy. So when I got in, I just greeted everybody. I didn't know him, at that time. And then when it was time for us to read the script, he was right in front of me like this, and then he said his first line. I won't say it here. And he just said it, and I looked up at him, and I was like, what this guy just said now, is it happening? Like, I felt like it was real. And that also made me realize what they wanted from us in this. You know what I'm saying? Like, the whole process was just amazing. And then Kazim, we played together for like the most of the time that I was on Gangs of Lagos. And we shared a special bond. We're always chilling together. Kazim, Ekun, Malik, Yvonne Jegede, where, you feel me? It was a beautiful moment,
Okay, well said. But let's talk about, of course, there were fight scenes, a couple of fight scenes.
Yeah.
I think he was talking about how you were fighting without the shovel.
Yeah,
he was talking about
the Muri moment.
Yeah, the Muri moment and all of that. But because there's a comment, let me even find that comment real quick, because somebody said, in most Nigerian action films, the fight scenes never look real, and you hear a lot of drum sounds, usually added in post-production. Whoever handled the fight scenes choreography deserves an award for Gang of Lagos. They had the best choreographed fight scenes I have ever seen in Nollywood movies.
Yeah.
The fights look real, the emotions are raw, the injuries were realistic, and blood flow matches the intensity of the fight. So how difficult was it? Was it even difficult at all, shooting the fight scenes? And were they like real life injuries?
What a lot of people didn't know is we had a month stunt training before actually going to that purpose set. For a month we were just doing stunt trainings. When she told me I was going to fight, I'm like, Mama, look at me. I mean, how? How am I supposed to? I don't even fight on a normal day. I like my skin fresh, but how'd you expect me to jump? She was like, bro, I need you to fight. I'm like, all right, let's get it. So we were in stunt trainings for a month. So many of us already knew our moves. We're just doing it without the weapons. We are just fluffy, whatever.
Yeah.
So, but then the fight scenes were, shot differently. My fight scene was 5 hours. His one was a whole
5
day.
hours.
Yeah. Toby was a whole day. Kazim was a whole. So it was okay, you were shooting your fight scene today, so everybody came prepared. So the whole shovel you were seeing me fighting, it was everybody was watching.
Everybody knew
me.
their moves.
You understand? So it was for me to just do my thing and
So no injury, no scratch.
I mean,
nothing?
we did. I mean, I had some bruises on my back when I had to lay down. I mean, Toby had a whole lot. We had people falling from the rooftop. I mean, we had little bruises, but not like.
But it was worth it.
Yeah, it was worth it. It was.
How about? Did you have?
So
you didn't fight.
I didn't fight. I was a cool guy, man. My shirt was always
How
fresh.
different? How different? I mean, we already know Yemole's character and Muri was different. But how different was your character?
So he was a gang member, right? Nino was a gang leader.
Yeah.
You understand? When Nino goes to fight, he doesn't need to even hold guns and stuff like that. He had soldiers, boys, film, and I don't want to say this, but maybe it would be a spoiler if I were to say the part I wanted to talk about. But that's who Nino was. In Nino's area, nobody can touch him. Do you understand what I'm saying? He's free.
So in real life, are you close to Nino?
I am very close to Nino.
So you're dangerous.
I'm not dangerous. Without the violence, without the gun games and stuff, But in real life, that I just, can relate with Nino very well,
Okay. Well said.
Yeah.
So I know a lot of people are listening. Some have watched it, some haven't watched it, and they're sort of, oh my God, I want to watch this. For people who are listening right now, why would someone want to watch Gang of Lagos? What would you like to say to anybody listening? Thinking, should I watch it? Should I not watch it? Why do you think? I'm going to start with Yhemole. Why do you think they should go and watch it?
First off, I know you're going to have an amazing watch. And to be honest, Gang of Lagos is the best movie that's ever come out of Nigeria. I mean, I'm saying
of the world. Yeah. Of the world, man.
Right now, we have Jade and Zlatan in London doing the whole show. We're worldwide.
Of the world. We're global.
The world, because on every standard cinematography, we had the best cinematographer on that movie.
A lot of people
Mr.
have.
Movie.
Ooh, my God.
I mean, we had scenes where I'm going to tell this guy, bro, why are you on that crane? It's I have to get this shot.
Yeah.
I mean, so they see the sound, everything about the movie is perfect. So you're going to have an amazing watch. You're going to enjoy your money, whatever dollar you're using, subscribe for it. And for example, you're going to see, I mean, it's exciting to watch Nino, watch me, watch Adesoa. Go ahead and watch
Different
the movie.
Characters. How about you?
So Mr. Movies, right? Is an amazing DOP.
Yeah.
Oh Lord. So he comes from a music video background. All right. So when you see Gangs of Lagos, you see Afrobeat. You see where we are now in the world class of entertainment. What the world expects from us. That's what you see in Gangs of Lagos. So the way he carries the cameras, all the way we are showing off, looking good, that people are enjoying. You know, Mr. Movies made all those moves. It would be like, I want to shoot from that up. And then do you understand what I'm saying? Like, you know, he should get his flowers, man. Mr. Movies is
no,
dope.
I think that's definitely one strong point. From the research I've seen, a lot of people have commended the cinematography.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Our Blood Angels too.
Yeah.
I'm going to post something on my page today because people were telling me how was I able to like get the shovel in the guy's mouth, the blood. I mean, so I'm going to post like how that happened. It's going to be exciting. It was more of, you needed to see the blood angel while I was doing that scene. She was responsible for the blood coming. She was it was more like she was acting because I was hitting the whatever. She was conscious of not the shovel hitting her head. At the same time, he has to tally the time she's going to press. It was a whole lot of process, to be honest. So, I mean, that's the best movie you have to watch.
Gangs of Lagos
was raw.
Gangs of Lagos is a film that sometimes, many times, I look at it, I look at the characters, I admire them, forgetting that I'm one of them. You get what I'm saying? And I get joy. Even if I wasn't in Gangs of Lagos, I would still have loved it. You get what I'm saying? You know, that's, you know, love Gangs of Lagos for the culture, you know, love it for your entertainment, for your own. You can't watch Gangs of Lagos and have something bad to say, except you are just a bitter person.
I mean, I feel like in the world, people will always still have something bad to say.
Bro.
However, something that I've noticed that a couple of people have said as well, I'm not sure you're the perfect person for, I'm still going to ask you, because it's more like Jade's question.
Okay.
So people still feel like, you know, there's more to explore with certain characters, most characters on the show. So it's a case of, I feel like this shouldn't just be a movie, but a series. So was there any sort of conversation as to turning this to a series?
I think there's more.
But I'm sure you've seen comments.
All right.
Like
So,
that.
well, I personally, before Gangs of Lagos came out,
or maybe a part 2.
I also had it in my mind. Like it comes to my mind that there's a possibility. You see, when a film is so good, it's, you know, often turns into a series. You know, in most cases, you know, Gangs of Lagos has that. And for instance, I get tweets, comments, and everything all the time that why I don't want to say that spoiler. You know what I mean? For the people who haven't seen it, you feel me, you know? But even about Nino character, there is so much that I'm getting from people that know we want more. We want to know why this, we want to know why that. And, you know, there's a room, you know, for a lot of this.
So it might happen.
Yeah.
It might happen because I
it's
feel
possible.
like there are a lot of characters that Chadi hasn't really explored.
Yeah.
And I mean, even if she wasn't thinking about it, now that people are raising it, I hope she does, because I want to leave Nino more.
Exactly.
I want to be that guy.
For example, like Muri now, a lot of people don't know how Muri got into the gang. I mean, we had likes of Obalala that, you know, he had father from the father's side, like more hereditary. We had someone like Terrible that was more, but we have you don't know how Funke, which is what's the name?
Funke Williams.
Funke Williams. That's if his babe, you know.
Panama.
So we had a couple of things that we can actually we can give you part 2, part 3, part 4, part 5, depending on whatever the director says. If she says, "Hey actors, let's get it," I mean, we're ready.
And that was 2 years ago, man. So imagine if we do Gangs of Lagos again. Ooh,
bro,
everywhere goes scatter, you know.
Definitely. But since this also spoke about the gangs and sort of went into the streets.
Yeah.
So for people in the streets right now, do you have words? Do you have anything to say to them? I'll start with you.
That would be my first time in
trying to
deep
leave
down street because apart from, I mean, I had a lot of street experience while going on, but this time, you know, for me, I had a couple of fans already. I mean, even on the main street, you know. So by the time I got on set, I mean, I see most of these guys. I'm like, you know. Many a times I had to go with cash, you know, giving the boys on the street. So shooting the movie actually, you know, brought us closer to, you know, the grassroots people. This is a place where
you had a better
exactly. This is unlike when you're lucky, you can deny not taking pictures with someone because you're not, bro. If 25 of these boys on the street say, "Hey, yhemole, you must chook head," you know. So it was an exciting
Bro, can you
experience.
Borrow me this time. I'm sorry, man. Thank you. So right after we're done shooting Gangs of Lagos, I went into food business. You know, so I opened a beach lounge at Elegushi Beach. All right. When I got there, They didn't know me, you know. They just saw a person who was cool. The boys would rush at me, ooh, you know. I would take. The third time I went there, I was like, hey, this can't continue. I'm here to live with you guys. You know, you better know me now. When you see me, don't expect me to give you anything. I will give you whenever I can. In a nutshell, from people who didn't know my name to becoming someone that, if you enter Elegushi Beach now, you know, and say you are going to Nsuku, that's my, you know, my bar. I put it out there. Well, you know, so you feel me? You say I'm going to Nsuku. From the gate, they will take you there. I can't drive in quietly. And I've also influenced a lot of boys there. You know, there are some of them who before, you know, they will just be, oh, I'm at the beach. They don't clean up. But they know if you're not clean, you can't come close to me. I won't even greet you. You get what I'm saying? If you're not a clean person or you look too haggard or scary, you get what I'm saying? You know, so you found, you know, now you see them, you know, dressing up in the evening. They dress up looking good just by looking at me. They know me. They see me on TV. They're probably listening now. Do you understand what I'm saying? So that is how I'm playing my own Nino. You know, that's how I've continued that life of Nino, you know, in my real life. So if Gangs of Lagos come again.
You're ready. Okay, I mean, definitely people have seen both of you in different dimensions. So, Yhemole, are we going to see more of you in movies?
Yeah.
Are they like particular roles?
I actually have 2 more movies out.
You're working on it already?
One came out maybe 2 days ago by Beyonce Steven and a couple of. So, to be honest, since Gang of Lagos came out, I mean, we've been getting a few calls. Yhemole can't come. Like, but the problem is
time.
Time. The money that they are going to pay. You know, Gang of Lagos has kind of put all of us on a particular pedestal. You know, it's just from there. You know, I heard.
Yeah.
You know, what it did for me is like I said, the only reason I wasn't really doing more of it because me, I don't like stress. I'm not a stress person. I mean, if you feel like you feel like I'm worth it, give me. Don't stress me because you want me to come and do 3 roles in your movie. I will not come. How much you want to give me? Do you understand? So, but with Gang of Lagos, I mean, a lot of producers have been able to see the quality and what we're actually capable of doing. So, to be honest,
but seeing that there are not so many producers who can afford you, so is this a thing?
Oh, what do you mean? There's money in the industry now.
No, my point is, I think he knows.
You might be right. Anyway.
I think he knows.
I know at least 15 producers or directors that can give us the same treatment that we got. I mean, in terms of
but then the question,
money.
The question though is this more of passion for you, or are you looking at it as a lucrative angle?
No,
as acting.
Acting as one of my career is passion for me.
Okay.
I mean, I have another way more lucrative business that, you know, fetches me more money. But for acting, yeah, the money is part of you. I mean, there's no money that's waste. But for me, it's the passion and the fact that it was something like I really, really wanted to do while I actually left school. But I mean, the constraints in the industry I told you, I stopped going for auditions. I'm like, I'm not doing all this thing with these people. I mean, let me just work on my craft. If you find me worthy, come for me. Unless, you know, so that's pretty much how it's going with the acting P for me now.
Okay.
All right.
So are we going to see more roles?
Yeah. So for me, it's about passion for real. And if you ask them, you know, the crew of Gangs of Lagos, I didn't ask for my money for about 2 months, you know. And that's why I said Jadi and Lala are so respectful. Because even though I wasn't about money, they still gave me what satisfied me.
Yeah.
When they needed to top up, they would do it from their own heart. I didn't need to ask for it. Exactly. Same as she also doesn't need to ask for the respect we give her.
Yeah.
You know, and already right now, I've been getting calls, you know, like I've spoken to directors for big jobs. You get what I'm saying? I'm not you know, I want to be doing big things from now on, you know.
You're Nino, bro.
And, you know, just since between these few days I've been outside, you know, that I've been global, you get what I'm saying? I've been, you know, like receiving calls, you know, some people are telling me, are you going to be available at this time? You know, I have script that, you know, it's been delivered to me in like maybe a few days. We've already concluded everything, you know. So that's just Nino. It's like I was struggling to get into a hall. And then Gangs of Lagos just brought me, and brought me on the stage, you know. So I'm grateful to God.
Our Shakara don't play.
Come on.
But I think that also gives you advantage in other things that you do as well. You have a business. You do more in entertainment.
So my other businesses that I do right now, actually, because I want to, focus on this acting. I want to do it really well.
But aside acting, what else? What else? Yeah.
I'm a fashion designer. Anytime you see me, whatever I'm wearing, I make them. I have a clothing line, Tire Funeral Clothing. You can find my page on Instagram. I have Nsoko Food and Chills at Elegushi Beach. It's a lounge at the beach. We throw private parties and stuff like that there. What else? I do motivational speaking. I'm a healer. I heal with my words. I know how to speak. So people, I'm a life coach basically. People book sessions with me where I speak with them. And they pay.
Oh, really? So
definitely. If you check my page, you find all these things there.
So you get paid for motivation.
I get paid for it. I get $45 for 30 minutes and $75 for an hour. Yeah.
Okay, well said. So yhemole, off the top of my head, you're an actor. You're a lifestyle entrepreneur. Nightlife is your thing. You're a content creator / influencer. How do you manage all of this together?
I just, like you said, I'm a bunch of talent. It's just that most of my things are intertwined. While I'm doing nightlife, I'm exhibiting my luxury fashion style. At the end of the day, my experiences from nightlife, I bring them into content creation during the daytime. So it's quite easy for me because most of what I do are, interwoven. You understand? So I just, it's just that it takes, sleep away from me. Say I feel so tired. But I mean, these are just sacrifices that we have to pay at this, really crazy stage of our life. So that's pretty much it.
All right. I could keep talking and talking, but my show is almost over. But last words to everyone listening, especially on Gang of Lagos, as we wrap up the interview. I'll start with you, then you wrap up. Okay.
Please keep supporting us. We need the love. We need the hype to keep going. So that the greatness is going to be for the glory of our country. Africa. Thank you.
Thank you guys for the love. So far, to be honest, it's been overwhelming. But I want you to know that we need more and more of that love because we have block will start coming.
Also, your handles follow you.
Bro, you get plenty followers. Hold on, I beg.
Really?
So my own at Tire Funeral, at Tire Funeral. So on Twitter, Tire Funeral, Instagram, Facebook, TikTok. I use my name for everything that I do. Tire Funeral.
Okay, yhemole.
For some of you that don't know, it's yhemole, YHEMO_LWE on Instagram and on Twitter. On Snapchat, it's Snap Victim.
Okay, funny enough, your birthday was on Sunday, right?
Yeah.
Because I had a lot of people online talking about it. How was your birthday?
I mean, that was the biggest birthday so far in Nigeria this year. Spanned for 2 weeks, and we're still doing it. So it's not finished. I think I'm doing better throughout the month. So.
Okay, happy belated birthday.
Thank you very much.
Yeah. And thank you guys for coming. And I wish you the best on your acting career and every other thing that you guys are
Thank you very much.
All right, that's it on Lava Lounge. Yes.
It's a vibe on Lava Lounge. 93.3.